Hi folks, this is Satish here. Today I'm going to do a review, in fact a long-term review of the OPPO Reno6 5G phone. So yeah, when I say long-term, I mean after using it for over a month. So I got this phone in hand on August 7th, and now today is September 11th. So I've used it for over a month, and like I noticed a lot of interesting things about the phone. So I thought I will share it with all of you guys. Okay. So what I'm trying to achieve in this review is I will cover various aspects of the phone. So starting with the build quality, look and feel of the phone, what all comes inside the package, then basically the performance of the phone in terms of gaming and the video and the audio quality, how is the call quality, and how are the earphones, how is it in the loudspeaker, and like overall how's the camera, like both the primary and the front and the back camera, how is the performance, how is the video in the how does the video look like, all these things. So I'm trying to cover most of the things about a phone, and like finally basically helping you to take a wise decision. So I'll list out the pros and cons and my opinion about the phone, and then yeah, hopefully it would be helpful for a lot of you guys. Okay. So let's get started with the review. Okay, so let us first start with what all things I got along with the original OPPO packing. Okay, so obviously the handset. So as you, I mean, I don't know whether you can see that it comes with the default screen protector. Okay, so the handset and the screen protector. Then you have a clear back case. So it's a good quality plastic, though plastic, it's a very good quality back case, and it's like fits very well to the phone. It doesn't add to the bulk of the phone or anything. So it's a very good plastic clear case. Then you get the 60 watt 65 watt super VOOC charger. So as the name suggests, it's a super fast charger. So I'll get into the details later. So this is a charger which comes with a Type C USB cable. Okay. Then you get as this phone doesn't have a 3.5 mm audio jack, it comes with a Type C USB headset with mic. So though it's a basic headset, the quality over the headphones, like the audio and the mic quality is pretty good, and yeah, I liked it. Okay, so let's keep it aside and let's take a look at the phone now. So folks, let's first look at the physical aspects of the phone. Okay, so this phone comes in only a single configuration, which is 8 GB RAM and 128 GB ROM. So and it comes in two colors. One is the Stellar Black, which you see here, and the other one is Aurora, which is more like a bluish shade. Okay, so I personally prefer black color, so that's why I bought this. And I would say the color as well as the gradient to it, everything is perfect. I mean, it looks stunning. So the back, both front and back, is glass. Okay, so front you get a Corning Gorilla Glass 5, and on the back it's not a Gorilla Glass, but it's also a glass. Okay, and it's not a fingerprint magnet, so you can see it here, like it doesn't get any smudges over here. Okay, and there's a nice matte finish, and overall I would say the looks are like pretty good. Okay, now let us see what all ports and buttons are there in this phone. Okay, now on the back, as you see a OPPO branding here. Then you get the triple camera setup. So the primary camera is a 64 MP camera. Then you have the 8 MP ultra wide lens. Then there is a 2 megapixel macro lens. Okay, and if you look at the bottom side of the phone, you have the Type C USB port, which is for both the charging as well as for connecting your headphones. Then here you have the speaker grills. Okay, and here you have the microphone, and then you have the dual SIM slot. So one thing you have to notice here is the SIM slot is supports two SIMs, both nano SIMs. Okay, and it is not a hybrid slot, so you cannot insert a micro SD card here. So as the phone comes with 128 GB internal memory, you will have to leave with that. You cannot expand it. Okay. Now, if you look at the right hand side of the phone, you have the power button here, and if you notice here, it has a slight green mark on it, which I mean it's just adds to the looks of the phone. Okay, so it looks cool here. And then if you go to the left hand side, you have the volume rocker buttons. Okay, so it's like a very good, it has a very nice feel to it, like you can hear the click sound here. So yeah, it's, on top you just have the noise cancellation microphone. Okay, so that's about the physical aspects of the phone. So I would say, as you know, this is like a 6.43 inches screen, and this phone weighs around 183 grams. Okay, so it's not at all bulky. It I think for a medium size hand, it's very easy to hold it in one hand and operate. And overall, I would say the looks and the build quality is stunning. Okay. So the phone comes with on-screen fingerprint scanner. Okay, so it is pretty fast. That I didn't find any issues. At times, probably because of the position of the fingerprint scanner, like if you don't position it exactly at the same place, it won't send like read your fingerprint, right? So at times you will, like probably 9 out of 10 times it works fine. One time it might miss detecting your fingers. That's all. But I don't see that's an issue. Okay. And when you look at the call quality or the network quality on this phone, that in that area as well, I didn't find any issues. The call quality were like crystal clear, both over the loudspeakers or even the inbuilt earpiece. The call quality was good. Even the microphone quality is good. Nobody complained that they cannot hear me properly or anything until now. And if you look at the network quality, both over Wi-Fi as well as the mobile network, I didn't find any issues. It was all perfectly working fine. So in a nutshell, we can say there is no issues with respect to call quality or the network quality in this phone. So friends, let's now quickly go through what are the various options you have in the top drawer of the phone as well as the settings. So yeah, I may not have time to go over everything in detail, but I'll just quickly browse through the features. Okay, so let's look at the top drawer. Yep. So here you see one thing that I like to highlight is the Ultra Vision engine, which is basically a chip that is provided in the phone, which they claim would enhance the video quality. Okay, when you view videos in this phone. Yeah, frankly speaking, I didn't find much of a difference with this mode on or off, but yeah, hopefully it is enhancing the video experience. Okay. And you have an eye comfort mode where it will change the screen color to a little bit an yellowish tinge, and especially during night, it reduces the strain on your eyes. Then the hotspot, I've used it. I've connected my laptop into this personal hotspot, and it was working fine. There was no issues. There was no disconnection or anything, so that it was pretty smooth. Then the screen recording. This is the feature that I'm using currently to record this screen. Yeah, it's a cool feature. Like you can record the video along with both the system sound as well as the voiceover that I'm giving. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm going to the next screen. You have various share options here. So OPPO Share is basically if you need to transfer a file to another OPPO device, right? So as I don't have another OPPO device, I haven't tried this. Nearby share is like an enhanced sharing option which uses like your either your Wi-Fi or your Bluetooth or the NFC or whichever is the system finds more apt, considering the distance between your device and the device to which you are in sharing any files. Okay, so yeah, I've tried this and it works fine. Screencast, obviously, know to cast the screen of your mobile onto your TV over the Wi-Fi. Okay, and NFC, the near field communication. So yeah, it's also another way of transferring files or making payments with NFC supported payment modes. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much the options you have here. Now let's go to the settings. So if I go to the settings, these are the various options that you see here. Connections, a personal hotspot, Bluetooth tethering, NFC, screencast, back, the personalization option. So you can personalize your home screen, like you can change the layout of the screen, the layout of the app, like you can decide how many apps need to be displayed in a particular row and column, etc. Then yeah, these are the options. So you can the always on display, basically you have various modes. Yeah, there are like various patterns which you, if you want, you can select, or there are text that you can display, or there are images that you can display. The clock, there are various types of clocks available. Okay, sorry, going back, display and brightness, you can adjust the display, so you can either use a dark mode or light mode. So dark mode is obviously it saves the power. Okay, you can adjust the brightness, screen color mode, vivid or gentle. Okay, font and display size can be adjusted. If you go to more, screen refresh rate. Okay, so it's either standard 60 hertz or the 90 hertz refresh rate. Okay. Password and biometrics, so you can configure your fingerprint or the face unlock, or set a pattern or a password. Okay. Location, convenience tools, gesture, motion, screenshot. Yeah, I think this is pretty much what you get in this phone. Okay. Yeah. So friends, let's now play a high definition video from YouTube and see how is the picture quality and the audio quality. We'll see how good is the color saturation levels, the color reproduction levels. Okay. So yeah, let me play this video for you. So I believe you would have found this it's absolutely stunning. The video quality as well as audio quality is pretty good in this phone. I don't think anybody would have any complaints in this regard. Okay, so let me close this video for now. Next, let's look at how is the gaming performance in this phone. Okay, so I'm not a hardcore gamer, so I just loaded the Asphalt 9 game, and I'll just quickly show you how the game performs. So as you saw, there was no lag or any performance issues while playing this game. The graphic rendering was also good. Okay, so obviously there might be other games which are heavy on graphics, and I don't know how those perform in this phone. But as far as this game is concerned, I didn't face any issues. Okay. Friends, so now let us look at the various options that are there in the camera for this phone. Okay, so let me open the camera app. So this is your regular normal zoom. Then yeah, there are various options, right? And there's the ultra wide mode, then 1x, 2x, and then 5x, and you can go until 10x. So yeah, there's a cool feature, like you can use this dial to adjust the zoom. Okay. Now photo, this is, I've switched off the artificial intelligence AI mode. If you switch on the AI mode, it will enhance the color a little bit. Like, I hope you can see the difference with AI on and AI off. Now you can apply various filters here. Okay. Yeah. Then go to the options. You can adjust the aspect ratio. Then you can set the timer. So there are three options: 3 seconds and 10 seconds, and then normal. The 64 MP. So I've switched out the 64 MP option, which is like I can switch it on or off. Okay. So I don't see any much difference in the clarity of the images. Yeah, but probably while if you're printing the image and all, you might find some difference. Okay, other than that, I don't see any difference. Now if you go to video mode, let's go to portrait mode. Just portrait mode, you have the option to adjust the bokeh effect. Okay, I can reduce it or increase the bokeh effect. A bokeh effect, I mean, probably, as you know, right, it's adjusting the blurriness level of the background. Okay.
And here as well you have various filters, then you have the timer option. Okay, going back, if I go to more, then there are various options like you can like slow motion, expert. I mean, these are all regular features. You can try it, see it in any phone. Macro mode, I have to say that it's highly disappointing. Like this, particular, it's virtually it's equivalent to not having a macro mode here. So I have never managed to capture a decent picture in macro mode. Okay, so yeah, you can just ignore the macro mode for this phone. Then another cool feature is the dual view video. Okay, you can capture like both front as well as the back camera simultaneously. So you can see here, okay, you can change the layout of the screen like round or split, whatever you prefer. Okay, that's it. Now going back to, let's open the video mode. Okay, video also you have the option to highlight, switch on the AI mode. Okay, it will enhance the pictures. Then adjust the. So another cool feature for this phone is you can have the bokeh effect in videos as well, right? So similar to your portrait photos, you can adjust the bokeh mode in videos. Okay, then video as well. You can change the resolution. So the three options: 720p, 1080p, and the 4K mode. So in both 720p and 180p, you can capture video in either 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second. In 4K mode, it allows only 30 frames per second. Okay. And you have the night mode. Okay. Now let's look at the selfie camera. So in selfie, similar to the main primary camera, you can apply various filters. You have the option to take like the bokeh mode in selfie cameras as well. So you can adjust the bokeh level, the blurriness level of the background. You can notice a slight change in the blurriness level when I adjust it. There is a timer option. Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty much about the camera. I will certainly post some of the sample images that I've taken towards the end of the video, so you can see how good or bad it is. But yeah, I found overall the camera is pretty good, so no issues there.
So friends, I hope I didn't bore you with such a long review, but I thought at least it would be helpful for at least some of you if I cover like all the aspects of the phone, so you can take a wise decision while buying this phone. Now, two important things that I missed in the beginning, I should have mentioned in the beginning of the video. Like, as you all know, this phone comes in only a single configuration, like with the 8 GB RAM and 128 GB ROM. Okay, so as I said earlier, the internal memory is not expandable. There is no memory card slot, and RAM can be expanded virtually. So they say that you can expand the RAM by 5 GB more. So it utilizes the phone's internal memory basically. So the RAM is expandable up to 13 GB. Okay. Now another very important aspect of the phone which I like is, which would probably make this phone future proof, is the company claims it supports up to 13 bands of 5G networks. So yeah, we have no way to test that, but that's what they claim, and that is pretty interesting. Okay. And in terms of, a lot of people might be curious to know like whether the phone heats up, or how is the charge capacity of this phone, battery capacity of this phone, etc. So I would say the phone doesn't heat up. So I haven't, after playing even like games like Asphalt 9, I haven't felt any, the phone hasn't heated up much. So it is pretty normal, and I don't think there is any issue over here. And as I mentioned earlier, the phone comes with a 65-watt super charger, which means like the company claims it charges from 0 to 100% in just under 28 minutes. So yeah, that is pretty much true, because I've noticed like normally when I charge it, like the power charge will be around 25 to 30%, and it becomes 100% within 15 minutes or so. So it's super fast charging. And if you look at the battery backup, I wouldn't say it is bad, or whether even if it's excellent, but it's okay. I mean, if you are just a regular user who doesn't play many games and all, it would easily last you like 24 hours. So basically, if you charge the phone today morning, it would last you till tomorrow morning. Okay, but if you are play a couple of games in a day and use it for watching a lot of videos or Zoom calling, probably you will have to charge it towards the end of the day. So if you have charged the phone on the morning, you will have to charge it once again before you go to sleep. But I wouldn't say that is much of an issue, because it comes with a super fast charger, right? So it would take only around 10 to 15 minutes for you to recharge the phone. Okay. Now I think let me conclude this review by mentioning the pros and cons of this phone. Okay. So let's look at the pros. So first and foremost, positive thing about this phone is obviously the looks and build quality of the phone. I think it's stunning. That's the only one word that I can say about the looks and build quality. Okay. Now, as I said, another positive thing about this phone is it's like future proof. As I said, it supports more than around 13 bands of 5G network. So when the 5G network comes, still this phone will be pretty much useful for you guys. Okay. Then the third one probably is the super fast charging. So you just need around 15 minutes for this phone to get into a full charge. So you can, so you will never run short of the battery in this phone. Okay. And fourth, I would mention is the camera quality. It's pretty good. I mean, both the photos as well as the video in this camera phone is pretty good, and I don't think it will disappoint you. Okay. And probably the next positive thing would be the various connectivity options. Like when I say that, it's basically it's using Bluetooth 5.2. You have the Wi-Fi 6 and the NFC connectivity, OPPO Share, and the near field connectivity. So various connectivity options, and that's pretty good about this phone. Now coming on to the cons. Okay, so I would say, though it is feature rich and the build quality is good, I would say this phone is around like 5K overpriced, right? So this comes to around 30,000 rupees. I would say ideally the price should have been somewhere in the range of 25,000. Okay, and if like to pinpoint, I would say as a second con, I would say the battery backup. So I would have, they could have had a higher capacity battery, like a 5,000 milliamp battery. But unfortunately we don't have that, and probably it would add to the weight and the bulkiness of the phone. So probably that's the reason they didn't have a bigger battery. But if you want to pinpoint, I would say the battery backup is one of the cons. But as it comes with the super fast charger, I don't think that is a major con. Okay. Now probably the another negative thing about this phone is probably could be the memory is not, internal memory is not expandable. So it comes with only 128 GB, right? So at least they could have provided the 256 GB version, so you don't have the need to expand the internal memory. But yeah, it comes with 128 GB, so yeah, that's what you get. So these are the pros and cons of the phone, and yeah, considering all this, I would still suggest, yeah, this is a good phone, and if you have like a budget, I don't think it will you can go for this and it won't disappoint you. Okay, so that is my verdict and my opinion on this phone. So thanks for watching my video, and yeah, take care, bye.